Fikile Mbalula, the Secretary General of the African National Congress, ANC, has caused a political controversy by asserting that the ANC is the only political organization in South Africa that is not run by a cult or a dictator. Before we continue, please kindly subscribe to our channel. Turn on the notification bell so as to get all our updates. Balula asserts that the ANC is unique in that it is the only party that welcomes criticism, permits disagreement, and promotes a range of opinions within its ranks. Balula said these things during a recent news conference when he spoke about the nation's present political climate and the party's plans for the approaching elections. In contrast to what he saw as authoritarian trends in other political groups, he highlighted that the ANC is still dedicated to democratic ideals and values. Balula emphasized in his statement the ANC's long tradition of internal discussion and participation, pointing out that members have always been encouraged to voice their opinions and disagree with choices made by the leadership. "We're not a religious sect. There isn't a dictator here." He claimed that the ANC is the only party where members may freely criticize the leadership without worrying about facing consequences. Balula cited the African National Congress's regular national gatherings and policy dialogues as evidence of the party's dedication to democratic government and inclusion. "Different perspectives are welcome in our movement. Members are free to critique us," he said. "This is the reason we have been a broad church for more than a century, accommodating all South Africans." Balula used the occasion to attack rival parties, alleging that they are personality cults or are led by tyrants, even as he praised the ANC's internal culture. Despite the fact that he did not specifically mention any parties, his remarks were generally taken to be directed at the Democratic Alliance, DA, which is often seen to have centralized leadership systems, and the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, headed by Juliusmalema. Balula said that other parties are led by people who, when faced with criticism, do not take it well. They either quiet you or throw you out. People abandon them or are expelled for this reason. In our nation, we see it often. Balula's comments have caused the public and political observers to respond in different ways. His remarks have been seen by some as an effort to recast the ANC as an inclusive and democratic party in the face of mounting criticism and discontent. Some see it as a tactic to divert focus away from the ANC's internal problems, which include claims of corruption, factionalism, and poor leadership. Balula's remarks, according to political analyst Ralph Mathekga, are a part of a larger effort to strengthen the ANC's base in before of the elections. The ANC is under tremendous pressure from other organizations as well as from inside. In contrast to what he perceives as dictatorial options, this comment could be an effort to remind people of the ANC's democratic credentials, according to Mathekga. Nonetheless, a few opposition figures quickly discounted Mbalula's assertions. Speaking for the EFF, Vuyani Pambo said that the ANC was acting hypocritically and claimed that the party had shown elements of dictatorship. "It is strange to hear a party that has expelled members for dissenting from its leadership position asserting its leadership as the champions of democracy," Pambo answered. Balula persisted in standing up for the ANC, claiming that it is the only political party in South Africa that has the ability to bring the nation together despite racial, ethnic, and ideological divides. The African National Congress, ANC, represents Nelson Mandela, Oliver Tambo, and all those who battled for a free and democratic South Africa. He said that no other party could match such heritage. Balula's remarks might indicate a change in the ANC's tactics to mobilize its supporters and win over hesitant voters as the 2024 elections get near. It remains to be seen whether the public would find his claims persuasive, but the discussion over the makeup of South Africa's political parties is sure to go on. Once again, Floyd Shivambu's recent departure from the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, to the resurgent MK party is seen by many in South African politics as a radical shift. Still, this is a tale that needs more research. Shivambu's move is not so much a revolutionary political change as it is a calculated strategic play with subtle implications. Regarding the reasons for Shivambu's shift from the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, an organization founded on radical economic change and anti-corruption rhetoric, to the MK party, a revival of the former ANC military wing, there are a lot of unresolved questions. The MK party has a convoluted platform and is having difficulty gaining traction in politics despite its lengthy existence. Shivambu's association,